The 3:15 visitor. I jumped from my window last night at 3:15 a.m. At least, that's what the police report will say when they find this. But I'm writing this now at 3:02 a.m. And I need you to understand something. I didn't want to jump. I had to, because the alternative was so much worse. The elevator has been coming to my floor for 3 weeks now, every night, exactly 3:15 a.m. And tonight, I finally know what it's bringing. Let me start from the beginning. Week 1, day 1. Moving into apartment 7G felt like a victory. After 2 years of overpriced roommate situations and sketchy sublets, I finally had my own place in Manhattan. Sure, the building was old, built in 1927 according to the brass plaque in the lobby, but it had character. Exposed brick, high ceilings, an actual elevator with an antique dial instead of buttons. My first night there, I was still unpacking boxes when I heard it. A sharp ding that echoed down the hallway. Then the unmistakable pneumatic hiss of elevator doors opening. I checked my phone, 3:15 a.m. I paused, scissors in hand, listening for footsteps, for a door opening and closing, for any sound that would explain why the elevator had stopped on my floor in the dead of night. Nothing. Just the hallway light filtering under my door, and after 30 seconds, the sound of the elevator doors closing, the mechanical groan as it descended. Probably someone hitting the wrong button, drunk, half asleep. New York things. The next morning, there was a single black feather on my doormat. I kicked it into the hallway and forgot about it. Week 1, day 3. It happened again, 3:15 a.m. exactly. The elevator ding jolted me awake from a nightmare I couldn't remember. I lay in bed, staring at my ceiling, listening to those doors slide open. This time, I got up, crept to my door, put my eye to the peephole. The hallway was empty. The elevator stood open, interior lights flickering weakly. I watched for the full 30 seconds until the doors closed. In the morning, there were 3 black feathers arranged in a triangle pointing at my door. I took a photo this time. I don't know why. Some instinct telling me I'd need proof later. Week 1, day 5. I mentioned it to my neighbor across the hall, Mrs. Ramirez in 7F. She's lived here for 40 years, knows everyone, sees everything. "The elevator comes to your floor?" she asked, her coffee cup stopping halfway to her lips. "What time?" 3:15 a.m. every night since I moved in. Her face went carefully blank. Old building, old elevator, you know how it is. But her hand shook, coffee sloshing to her saucer. "Maybe don't worry about it, honey." She closed her door before I could ask anything else. I heard 3 locks slide into place. That night, I Googled my building's history. Built 1927, renovated 1968, 1993. Standard stuff. I searched for accidents, deaths, anything unusual. Nothing came up. At 3:14 a.m., I stood at my peephole with my phone recording. The elevator arrived on schedule. Doors opened to that dark, flickering interior. And I saw it. Not a person, not exactly. A shadow shaped wrong. Too tall, too thin. Proportions that my brain screamed even though I couldn't explain why. It stood in the elevator, facing my door. After 30 seconds, the doors closed. I watched the video 5 times before deleting it. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. The footage showed exactly what I'd seen. A shape that might have been a person, might have been nothing, might have been something pretending to be a person. 7 black feathers in a circle outside my door that morning. Week 2, day 2. I called the building super, Mr. Patterson, told him the elevator was malfunctioning, coming to my floor randomly, doors opening for no reason. "What time does this happen?" "Around 3 in the morning." 3:15? Ice flooded my veins. "Yes, exactly 3:15. How did you—" "I'll look into it." His voice was tight. Listen, you got friends you can stay with for a few days? Why? What's going on? Just old building problems. Nothing serious. But maybe give it a few days. Let me work on the elevator. Mr. Patterson, what happened in my apartment? Silence. Then, I'll call you back. He never did. That night, I pushed my couch against the door and slept with every light on. At 3:15 a.m., the elevator came. I didn't look through the peephole. I sat frozen on my couch, blanket pulled to my chin, staring at the door. The ding, the door's opening. Then I heard footsteps in the hallway. Slow, deliberate, wrong somehow. The rhythm off, like something learning to walk. They stopped outside my door. I stopped breathing. A shadow appeared in the crack under my door, something blocking the hallway light. Then came the knocking. 3 knocks, heavy, hollow, like knuckles with no flesh. Knock, knock, knock. My mouth opened to scream, but no sound came out. The shadow didn't move. 30 seconds, a minute, 2. Then the footsteps retreated. The elevator doors closed. It descended. In the morning, my doormat was covered in black feathers, dozens of them, and carved on my door, deep gouges in the wood. Soon. Week 2, day 4. The library archives took 6 hours to search, but I found it. March 15, 1963. Eleanor Hartley jumped from my building's roof. She lived in apartment 7G, my apartment. The article was brief. Woman 32 leaps to her death, believed despondent over personal matters. No family, no friends, no one claimed the body. But one detail made my stomach turn. She jumped at 3:15 a.m. The super found her the next morning. She'd been lying on the pavement for hours. The article mentioned witnesses reporting the elevator running all night, going up and down, like it was searching for something. I dug deeper, found older articles. Eleanor Hartley moved into 7G in 1958. During her 5 years there, 3 neighbors moved out abruptly. 2 more reported disturbances, strange sounds. One man claimed something knocked on his door every night at 3:15 a.m. He left after 3 weeks. Eleanor stayed. The last article I found was from a paranormal magazine in 1974. An amateur investigator had studied the building, claimed Eleanor Hartley never left, still in 7G, waiting. Waiting for what? The article asked. It didn't say. Week 2, day 6. I tried to break my lease. Building management said I'd lose my deposit plus owe 3 months' rent, $6,000 I didn't have. I was trapped. That night, I gave up pretending to sleep. I sat in my living room, all lights blazing, kitchen knife on the coffee table, 911 ready on my phone. At 3:14 a.m., I heard scratching inside my walls. Soft first, then louder, like nails on wood circling my apartment, living room, bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, around and around. At 3:15 a.m., the elevator arrived. The scratching stopped. The elevator ding echoed. The doors opened. Multiple footsteps this time, heavy, dragging, coming closer. They stopped outside my door. I knew I shouldn't look. Every survival instinct screamed, "Don't look," but I had to know. I crept to the peephole. The hallway was covered in black feathers, walls, ceiling, floor, thousands of them. And standing in front of my door was a woman. Impossibly tall, impossibly thin, stretched like taffy, wearing a dark dress from another era, torn and rotting, her hair hanging in limp strands. Her head was down, chin touching chest. As I watched, she slowly raised her head. No eyes, just empty sockets filled with black. Her mouth opened wider than any mouth should open, and a sound came out that I can't describe. Not a scream, not a voice, something between them, something that should not exist. Then the knocking started. Not 3 knocks, not slow,
Rapid, frantic, desperate. Knock, knock, knock. The door shook. The couch scraped across the floor. Knock, knock, knock. I ran to my bedroom, slammed the door, shoved my dresser against it. The knocking stopped. Silence. Then I heard my front door open. Week 3, day 1. I'm in my bedroom. It's 3:47 a.m. now. The dresser is still against the door, but something is moving in my apartment. Slow footsteps, furniture scraping. She's looking for me. I tried to call 911. The line just rings and rings. I tried texting everyone I know. No responses. It's like the world outside stopped existing. The footsteps are outside my bedroom door now. I can see her shadow underneath, can hear her breathing, wet, labored, wrong. The scratching started again.
Long, slow strokes. I found something else in my research, something I didn't mention. The personal matters that made Eleanor despondent. She'd been reporting a haunting, something in 7G that came at 3:15 a.m. She told police, building management, anyone who'd listen. No one believed her. She kept a journal. It was found after she died. The last entry was March 14, 1963. It's inside now. It's been inside the whole time. I thought it was coming from outside, but it was always inside. Inside the walls, inside the apartment, inside me. I can't tell where I end and it begins anymore. Tonight at 3:15, I'm going to end this. The journal disappeared from evidence, but I found photocopies, including one final entry in different handwriting, the investigator who found her apartment. Something is wrong with 7G. Walls covered in black feathers. When I tried to leave, the elevator wouldn't stop at any floor but 7. Doors kept opening at 7G, like it wanted me to go back inside. The dresser is moving, not because I'm pushing it, because something is pulling it from the other side. My door is opening. I can see the hallway, every surface covered in black feathers, still falling from nowhere. Eleanor Hartley is standing in my doorway. She's smiling. Her mouth is full of feathers. She reaches out. Her fingers are too long, joints bending wrong. "You have to leave now," she whispers. Her voice sounds like static, like wind through dead trees. "You have to jump. It's the only way to stop the elevator from coming. Don't you see? I jumped. I left. But something had to stay. Something had to answer the door at 3:15, every night, forever." I understand now. The elevator isn't bringing her here. It's offering me the same escape she took. But if I jump, someone else will move into 7G eventually. Someone else will hear the elevator at 3:15 a.m. Someone else will find the feathers. Someone else will meet Eleanor Hartley. Unless I stay. Unless I answer the door. Unless I become what waits in the elevator, riding up and down forever, looking for someone to take my place. She's inside my bedroom now. Her breath on my face, cold, smelling of rot and time and old buildings. "Choose," she whispers. The elevator dings. 3:15 a.m. It's here. My window is open. The pavement is 7 floors down. I'm standing on the ledge now, phone in hand, finishing this. I can hear her behind me, patient. She's been waiting 60 years. She can wait 60 more. But I can't. The wind is cold on my face. I'm so tired. The elevator is dinging again, insistent, calling. I have to choose. Police report. Detective James Morrison, March 15, 2024. Apartment 7G found empty at 6:30 a.m. Door wide open. Window open, nobody on pavement, nobody anywhere. Tenants' belongings present, coffee still warm, phone found on windowsill with this document open. No signs of struggle or forced entry. Building super, Mr. Patterson, reports this is the 47th tenant in 7G since 1963. Average occupancy, 18 days. Apartment currently being cleaned and prepared for new tenant. Note: elevator in building malfunctions nightly at 3:15 a.m. Maintenance has been unable to determine cause, not considered safety issue. Recommend case be closed as voluntary disappearance. Building management notice. Apartment 7G now available. Spacious pre-war apartment in prime Manhattan location. High ceilings, exposed brick, modern amenities, fully furnished, all utilities included. Special offer, first month free. Interested parties should contact Building Super. Please note, elevator undergoes automated maintenance cycle at 3:15 a.m. nightly. This is normal building operation and not cause for concern. Previous tenants have reported no issues. This notice has been posted continuously since March 16, 1963. Addendum. Security footage, March 16, 2024, 3:15 a.m. Elevator arrives at 7th floor. Doors open. Figure emerges. Female, height approximately 6'8", movement abnormal. Figure walks to apartment 7G. 3 knocks. No answer. Figure returns to elevator. Doors close. Elevator descends. Cycle repeats March 17, 2024, 3:15 a.m. and March 18th and March 19th, and every night after, like it has for 61 years, like it will forever, unless someone answers. Would you like to see the apartment? It's very reasonably priced.